the Retroid Pocket 4 Pro, I think. Doesn't say 4 or Pro or anything on here. I did get it in the 16-bit, the SNES style, because I like purple and it looks pretty clean. I think it's the cleanest looking one. The watermelon one, they're all they all look nice, but it actually does not have any indication on the box whatsoever that this is the Pro. As far as I'm aware, it's the Pro. And I keep hitting my head on the stupid C stand, but anyways, I've already opened it. I've been playing this for a while. This is not an unboxing video. Oh, this just says 4. Did I not get the 4 Pro? I don't know. Maybe this is also generic. Oh my gosh, how many times am I going to hit this thing? It comes with the USB-C to A cable that I haven't touched because I've got a million of them, and it comes in decent packaging, but other than the initial like magnetic opening, there's nothing special to this experience. Don't really care. It's an unboxing. I know I'm a YouTuber and unboxings are kind of a thing from 2016, but here it is in all of its glory. Does it actually say on the back? No, it still doesn't even tell you if it's a 4. Nice. That's how generic these all are. It does look really clean. Smudges on the screen aside, I have been using this quite a bit, and I do enjoy it kind of a lot, but kind of not. It's got a micro HDMI out. I have not used it at all. I don't really care. This is not something I need to plug into the TV, but it's a cool option to have, I guess. For those who don't know, this is basically an Android phone that's got a controller wrapped around it, which is pretty nice. You open it up and it is literally an Android device. And you've got all these different options for Android gaming. You've got a ton of different emulators that are all found on the App Store. You can sideload them. You can even do Game Pass if you're crazy. Some games, yeah, but like Halo Infinite on this thing is dumb. I don't think you could actually use this as a phone if you wanted to. I don't know if there's a microphone anywhere on this, but I think you could probably set up like WhatsApp or something if you really wanted to. Is anybody actually going to use this as a phone? It is $200 and very powerful, so I don't know. But the build quality is actually very nice. I love how it feels. It's got analog triggers on here that feel pretty decent. It's got nice and clicky L1 and R1 buttons. All these buttons apparently do stuff in Android, but you've got a home button, a back button, you've got select and start. You got everything you need. And this thing is super powerful, like I've said. I have been playing God of War on here, and apparently it has crashed. Oh man, I have not saved in a while. That is extremely disappointing. But this thing absolutely tears through PS2 games, even the toughest PS2 games to run. I mean, yeah, I think I'm only running this at 480p. I don't think I have it at 2x, but still, this is only 720p screen. I don't notice something like that. There are a few things I have a problem with, like specifically in this game. If you've played God of War before, you know on things like this, you have to spam the right trigger to open it. And it's really annoying because there's so much travel there. But it would be nice if there was just like, I just had to barely press it in for it to register, but you have to press it all the way down for that to register. That's a little annoying, but that's more of a God of War thing than this thing. I don't actually think this is a Retroid problem. But what is a Retroid problem is the reason why I wanted this device is because I wanted a powerful but still smaller than a Steam Deck device that could play PS2 and GameCube games. And this is that. But this is in the wrong spot. I like the PlayStation controllers. I like having the sticks down here. It actually doesn't really matter to me at all. I don't care about offset sticks. I don't care if they're not offset. I used to think it was stupid to have them down here, both of them, because I was a 360 kid and then I got a PS4 and I'm like, oh, this really doesn't affect me whatsoever. And now I have a bunch of different controllers. I have a bunch of different stick layouts, and the only one that's bad is the Wii U. Having both the sticks up top and the buttons down low is stupid. But my favorite layout is the Steam Deck because you can have the sticks and the buttons right there, and they both feel comfortable to have like your thumbs in those positions. What's not comfortable is doing this and trying to run around with your left and right thumb like this. Like, why? What world is this comfortable? Especially like doing this for hours? Come on. For God of War, it's not bad to like flick the stick back from going up here. If I need to dodge quickly, I can just do that. It's not that big of a deal. But for having to run around with my right thumb super bent, like even going forward, my right thumb is pretty bent. Having to go backwards is even worse. But this is now really hard for you guys to see on screen. But it's like, okay, well, Jake, it's a portable device. They're trying to make it nice and compact. Yeah, but I feel like with it being a 16 by 9 screen, more people are looking to do the more powerful games on the system. Like, don't get me wrong. Yeah, it's nice to be able to play your SNES games and stuff on here. I mean, it's SNES style. And like the D-pad feels great. The face buttons feel great. Like this position, totally comfortable. But I'm not really looking to have this big of a device to play Super Nintendo and Game Boy games on. That's where something like this comes in. Like this is still not the most comfortable because it's the SP form factor. Most of you probably know my opinion that I don't really care for the SP that much. I did not buy this. This was sent to me. I'll make a video on it eventually. But that kind of form factor, a stickless device, would be something that I'd want to play Super Nintendo games on. I know I have the advantage of being a YouTuber and have a million of these devices, but that's just the truth. I did not get this sent to me. I paid for this with my own money. I bought it off of Amazon for $50 more than what you could get it on Retroid for, but I had a bunch of Amazon credit that I got from my credit card. So I spent it on this. And having the stick down here is so wildly uncomfortable that I don't want to keep this thing. Otherwise, I love everything else about this. Other than it crashing the last time I had it opened, this game of God of War has been running in the background with like locked like this for over a week. I have not charged this device while playing it on occasion, just opening it up, playing it for like 30 minutes and closing back up. Still, God of War, one of the most powerful PS2 games you can run, one of the most powerful games you can run on this device, and I have not charged it in 2 weeks. Now, have I been playing it nonstop those 2 weeks? No, but it's only at 17% battery now, and I keep messing around with it. I'll open it up, play for 30 minutes, and then close it up, and it's maybe just locked like this for 2 days, come back, play another 30 minutes, and it hasn't died in 2 weeks. That's crazy. That's awesome. The buttons feel good. It's got analog triggers. So if you want to play GameCube games that use the analog triggers, you got that. Same thing with PS2. Wait, no, PS2 didn't have analog triggers, did it? I can't remember. I wasn't a PS2 kid. Most of my PS2 experience has been on the Steam Deck or this thing now, I guess. And it's just a really premium feeling device. I love this thing. But with this stick being down here, it is too uncomfortable to play three-dimensional games. I just cannot do this. This is so uncomfortable. And you're like, okay, Jake, well, they have grips for that. Yeah, they do. I also got this on Amazon. You can get everything cheaper on Retroid's website, but again, I had Amazon credit to burn. So, yes, using this, so much more comfortable. But this is not that much help when I'm playing in like this kind of specific position. Like if I'm playing on the couch or something, this is fine. I can manage to use this stick. See how my thumb is not super bent like it was earlier? Like this is fine. This is manageable. But I've been enjoying playing this like a little bit before bed. Like as I'm winding down for the night, play a little game, and playing it like this with it above my head. For some reason, my thumb, like the way I'm holding the device, goes back to an uncomfortable position, and it just sucks. So we're right back to where we started, even though I've got a grip on this thing. And plus, I don't want this on here. Grips are annoying. They make it less pocketable. I know it's still kind of a big device, but I have man-sized pockets, and you can't see it, but it fits in my pocket. With this, it still fits in my pocket with the grip on, but it's more cumbersome, and it's bulkier because this is nice and thick. If they just swap the D-pad in the stick position, this would be exactly what I'm looking for. But it's not. And it's so frustrating. And I was just like, man, I should have known before I bought it. I should have thought about it a little more. Yeah, just look at it. Oh, well, that stick is really low. I'm going to be like this. But I got excited. I pulled the trigger, and then I was fairly disappointed because it was uncomfortable. Then I got the grip a week later, fixed a lot of my gripes with it, but still, I want to put this in my pocket. And I don't like getting those like attachable controllers for like my phone or another Android phone because I have a Pixel 7 Pro just lying around in my house. And like I have a Razer Kishi, but that is also just as cumbersome as like this grip because it extends the phone to be super long. I'm going to return this. And as much as I like it, if you can deal with this, if you're fine with getting a grip and this won't bother you, then great. I think this is an amazing device. I would probably buy it from Retroid so you can save $50. It is on Amazon if you don't want to wait and you're fine with paying $50 more. But I'm going to return this, and hopefully I can in the future use the credit that I spent on this when I get my refund to buy the RG Cube, I think it's called. This thing that I'll put on screen, hopefully. It's even smaller than this, and I believe it does have offset sticks. It looks so much more comfortable, and it's just as powerful as this thing. I can play my PS2 and GameCube games on there, and it's a 1x1 screen, so it'll definitely be a smaller screen than this just because of ratios and how it fits in there. But I don't know if that's going to bother me too much. I think it'll be more comfortable, more pocketable. I'm not going to need a stupid grip for it, hopefully. I think it's going to be the thing I'm looking for. And I am really excited to try it out. If Ambernick wants to send one out to me, P.O. Box right here or in the description or something, I don't know. I would make a main channel video for it if you sent it to me. But yeah, that's about it for this one. It's a great device. But if you're looking to play 3-dimensional games, if you're looking to use this stick comfortably, maybe not. Maybe not this one. But the return window's almost up, so I gotta go. See ya.